Here we go. Welcome to the LUCRATIVE Podcast. I'm the host, the one, the only, man, you don't stop it in the motherfucking building. See, I've mastered the art of not cussing and sound like I'm cussing. I've mastered the art of doing that. Let me shout everybody out that's been with me on TikTok. On the tick of a top. Yo, everybody on TikTok, please make sure you follow me on Instagram and on YouTube, because guess what? They're going to take us. We will be parting ways. Them folks said, y'all out of here. He said, y'all out of here. Yo, Pastor Savage, what up? Mr. Versatile, what up? B Cypher, what up? Cole Taylor, what's going on? Dion Mitchell, what up? My bad, John, John the Great, man. John the Great, John Bill, I gotta see you in the Lucrative Community Meetup tomorrow, yo. What up, Big Dion? Jamie, what up? Hey, Val, Wall Street. Backup Tory, what up? Yo, is that backup Tory as in Tory Lanez? Like, what? Are we going there today? I want to know, are we going there? I don't know if we're going there or not, but what's up? This episode is brought to you by Safe Tire Auto in Tucker, Georgia. If you need an oil change, you need a tune-up, you need tire rotation, you need a big tire for the truck, you need a little bit of tire for your car, go holler at them at Safe Tire Auto. Tell them I might see you for the Man Look at the Podcast. All right, so look, check it out. Pastor Savage said, you digging the energy? I wake up with the energy like this. I am this all the time. All the time, I'm this energy. And also, everybody that might be wondering why I got this shirt on, this is my merch. If you're watching this on YouTube, it says no more poverty music. So I've had to come up with an actual definition for this thing, right? Because what's happened is this. I used to do something. Watch, I sound like I've been doing this for like a decade, right? I used to do something called music reviews. Now, I still do something called kind of music reviews. Y'all just got to show up on Mondays to see what it is. It's a whole different situation. It's a show. It is a show. But anyway, there used to be people that come to the music reviews. They submit some music, and they say, that F and B, I'm a F that beat up. I'm a ooh, right? I'm assuming if they're in their dorm room or they're in the bedroom, their moms and them is like, what kind of music is that you're making? That, what I call that right there, I call that poverty music. That's poverty music right there. I got about 100 chains on them bees. That's poverty music. All that's poverty music. So for me, poverty music is whenever you create music that takes away from a community. Whatever music takes away from a community, it excites violence. Anything that's just negative, that's poverty music to me. Because guess what? Anytime I run up there to Alpharetta, shouts out to the folk at Alpharetta. I run over there to Sandy Springs, right? Shouts out to people in Sandy Springs. Or even if I go out there to Snellville, if I ride to any of these places that's in Georgia, outside of Atlanta, I'm not talking about Atlanta. Atlanta's a whole different beast. And everybody outside of Georgia, we need to start educating people in the other states to let them know, like, all of Georgia is not Atlanta. All of Georgia is not Atlanta. But anyway, whenever I ride outside to those other areas, those people ain't listening to F that beat up, F that mother, F it. They're not listening to that. What they're listening to is something like some Tim McGraw, Taylor Swift, the old Kanye West, the Kanye before Kim came in the picture. They will listen to them. And when you notice their lifestyle, you notice how they living. The pops might be driving an old Honda Accord, but they living in a $1.5, $2 million house. You got to start thinking, yo, what are they doing differently that I'm not doing right now? Because they have clearly got something right. I think a lot of the stuff that we do is on a subconscious level. Honestly, I think a lot of the stuff that we do, a lot of stuff that we listen to, it just feeds us on the subconscious level. So henceforth, stop making poverty music. And that's what I said. Yeah, get your merch today. All right? And they got multiple colors. Let me shout a few other people out, and then we're going to start the show. Mike Beats, what up? Nick, what up? Caron, what up? Hey, Tia, what up? Yo, Backup Tory has been holding me down. Shouts out to you. Rhea, what's up with you? Let's see. Unapologetically gay. What's up, guys? What's up? Uh, y'all make sure y'all stop by. Same place, not the same time, whole different time, but same place, same page. Make sure you stop by on Tuesday nights. We have something called the Lucrative Love Experience. It's a vibe. But that's my co-host. Make sure y'all follow her. Her name is Unapologetically K. What's up? Uh, Death Row eBay Bay 1998. What's up? Why'd you name yourself that? Let's have a conversation. Why did you name yourself? Jesus, why did you name yourself that? I don't get it. All right. So we got a lot to talk about today. I'm not mentioning nothing as it relates to a house, nothing as it relates to a race. All of that is done. That is behind us. That is beneath us. It is a wrap. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. We don't have to talk about that no more because that is killing my algorithm. It is killing me, Lord Jesus. So, everybody that started following me, and this is a quick little weekend wrap up, but everybody that started following me on Instagram, and listen, them numbers, I ain't gonna front. Y'all been showing love in them stories. Y'all been showing mad love in them stories on Instagram. But anyway, as everybody might know, if you don't know, I went back to my 9 to 5 like 2 weeks ago, right? Well, no, this makes 1 full week. So I've been in my 9 to 5 for about 1 full week. I've been off for about a year. For that year, I've been developing more business. I started 501c3. I got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of irons in the fire, right? But anyway, I wanted to go back to my 9 to 5 because my 9 to 5 is somewhat a service industry business, right? So in this business, I have the ability to contact, I'm going to say millionaires. Honestly, I don't think I met a billionaire just yet from my 9 to 5, but I've met a lot of millionaires, right? The reason I want to go back is because I'm a firm believer in your environment feeds you whatever you want to be. Like if you want to be a millionaire, you need to hang around millionaires. If you want to be a crackhead, you got to hang around crackheads. They got to learn. If you want to learn how to do dope, you got to hang around the people that's doing dope. If you want to be a car salesman, y'all get it. Y'all get it, right? So anyway, I went back to my 9 to 5 with a nice little bump. I ain't going to tell you about my bump. That's my business and not your business. Hello. But extra income is always good, right? Extra income is always good. But anyway, I went back to the 9 to 5. And I'm going to say for the first week, it snapped back, right? All my energy, I'm right back at it. And I'm meeting people. I think last week or earlier this week, I met a guy that he sold decks. You know what I mean? He sold decks, like porch decks. Rode that train all the way up to $6 million. All the way up to $6 million. And he told me the story. Another thing is, a lot of my resources from my 9 to 5, I can feed to the podcast. I ain't gonna front. I'm just hey man. Hey, I'm here for y'all. But a lot of my resources I'm able to spoon feed through the podcast. If it's a millionaire that's developed I'm gonna say a computer chip that we use inside of an interface, right? I'm gonna want to interview that type of person on the podcast and get the mind frame. Like, what were you thinking when you made that type of stuff? But hopefully you get it, right? So I started doing something called my daily wrap up on my stories. And a lot of people are just like, yo, I need this, bro. This is giving me life. This is giving me energy. So on my daily wrap up, because I'm not one of those people that do anything that I hate to do. I'm sorry. If you want me to do something and you want to pressure me into it from a financial standpoint, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. I've never been that guy. I can't be bought from that standpoint. Now I can be bought. Look, Trey, you can be bought with the right number. But you can't buy me. You can buy my service. You can't buy me. You can buy my service, right? I might be attached to the service. That's all. But anyway, I went to a guy's house yesterday. And I was talking about his journey to millions. His house is beautiful. His house should still be in my stories. If y'all follow me on Instagram, you'll see it. But anyway, this house I think is worth $3 million. Paid $3 million for that house. This neighborhood is the same neighborhood that Cardi B stays in, same neighborhood that Andre Horizon was in. When Left Eye burnt the house down, she said, "I'm done with this Negro." Same neighborhood, right? Same neighborhood where Whitney Houston stayed at with Bobby Brown. Same neighborhood where Tony Braxton stayed. Same neighborhood. All the same neighborhood. But anyway, I'm going through, and he's talking. I said, well, look, before I leave, because I did a service call, and that was cool. I said, before I leave, I asked all of my customers the same thing. What did you do to get all of this? Tell me what you did to get all of this. What did you do? And most of the time, every millionaire that I've met, freely give information. So I'm going to tell y'all this. All of the bums, if you are a bummy bum and you don't want to talk to people, guess what? You're probably going to be a bum forever. Because guess what? Your come up is normally going to be attached to somebody or to something. And even the something is going to be attached to somebody. So we got to learn how to communicate. We got to learn how to just politic with each other. Yeah, that'll probably be the first and last time y'all hear me say something hood. Politic, Trey, what was the word I was trying to think of? I was like, black folk just done pressured Webster Dictionary into letting us have that as a real word. Conversate. Don't tell me conversate. We not conversating. We are conversing. This is not a conversate. So yeah, that's what I was talking to the guy. Back to my story. I was talking to the dude about how he got his house. And he was saying, well, you know what? I started in the 70s. I was like, okay, so this is old money. Keep in mind, this is not a white guy. This is an old black guy. This is an older black guy. He said, yeah, I started in the 70s and I wanted to buy me a franchise. I did all my development. I was looking and said, what I want to buy. I couldn't buy McDonald's. It was too much. He said, so my first option was to buy me a Burger King. I said, okay, I'm listening. I done pulled my chair close. I said, I'm listening. He said, yeah, so I bought me a Burger King. And the way I bought the Burger King, and this is something else. I'm going to get back to the story, but this is something else. Everybody that claims to be a coach or that claims to help people or that claims to be for the people, they're going to give you the steps in how they did it. They're not going to just say, oh yeah, I got the money, I bought me a Burger King. No, they're going to tell you all the stuff they did before they got to the money to buy the Burger King. So he's just telling me, he said, I was a tradesman. Much like yourself, he said, I was working on property. I would save a little bit of money here and there. And it took me about, I think he said 3 years. It took him 3 years to save enough money to have a down payment to buy a Burger King. 3 years. So he said, something I've noticed with your generation, y'all think everything got to be quick. Y'all think y'all got to get it today. Y'all got to get it. Now, granted, I love the idea of y'all having speed attached to the dream and attached to the goal. But at the end of the day, you have to have some type of like coaching through the process. He said, your generation just feel like you can do it just like that. He said, so my generation, we understood timing and speed and not rushing the market. He said, so I waited for about 3 years, had my money as my down payment, went in and bought a Burger King. Then he said, after I opened the Burger King, it took 18 months to even break even. It took 18 months to break even. So he was saying, and for the mathematically challenged people, 18 months is a year and 6 months, right? So he said it took 18 months to even break even, right? So he was saying, I was penny pinching, I was eating ramen noodles as a franchisee of Burger King. Think about that. I was eating ramen noodles. I was eating, just peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I was doing everything that I need to do to make sure that business stayed in operation. Because I knew if I kept going, I need to bring an organ in, right? He said, but if I kept going, I could start stacking up the different franchises and it'll start getting into this other space over here where I want to build wealth. I said, okay, okay, that's dope. He said, so it took a couple years, and I told this story. I told his story in my story on Instagram, so y'all can go listen to it, but I'm going to tell you here too. He said, so it took a couple years. He said, I started meeting people in the city. Again, meeting people in the city. He said, I started meeting people in the city. I met up with Mayor Maynard Jackson, and he said, look, man, we about to start developing more at the airport, at the Jackson-Hartsville Airport. That's the main airport in Georgia. He said, and I don't have nobody to do concessions. He said, now what we could do, because I need somebody that's familiar with knowing how to do the job. He said, I could offer you some equity. Come on, sir. He said, I can offer you some equity and you develop concessions for me. And I'm assuming that meant find the vendors, find what restaurants would go in the airport, find all that stuff, right? And the guy that I was talking to said, yeah, I'm going to do it. So he started to run concessions at the airport. In addition to having his franchises as Burger King, guess what? That man still has a part equity ownership of concessions today. And I think he was 60. I think he's 68 now. But what he was saying with the bulk of what I was taking away from his story was, yo, you got to build relationships with people. You have to develop yourself to be a better version of whatever it is you're offering. For him, it was the franchises and being a good owner. For me, it's more so on the production side of things and developing like just products and services for people. For you, it might be offering your paint and your flooring services to so-and-so. Like, whatever you got going on, be okay with building. Be okay with timing. Don't feel like you got to rush through something. I think that's the main thing. Like, I ain't gonna front. Every time I feel like I need to rush, I fail. Sometimes I fall. What's the joint? What was the Backstreet Boys joint back in the day? I can't remember the record. But yes, please be okay with timing. All right? Take your time, build the relationships. Let's get to it. All right, so with this quick little wrap up, and I do want to, all of my producers that's in all of my chats. I don't know if you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you at. If you got any questions as it relates to production, as it relates to publishing, whatever you got going on, I have that segment coming up later on in the show. All right, but right now we're going to get to a few more wrap ups. Shouts out to Tyson, man. Shouts out to Tyson. This is the thing. I saw so many, and this part alone might be like a 30-minute part. This might be. Yo, Hater, what up? Tracy, what's up, girl? Big Trey, what up? I am Samba, what up? Y'all know, everybody on YouTube, I see my chat. If you come up in the chat, it's like y'all coming to my house. You can't come in somebody's house and just sit on the couch. You can't come in their house and sit on the couch and just be like, yo, I'm here. No, I'm going to welcome you into my space. So what's up? Welcome. Is that Tanisha? What's up? That look like it says Jaheim, but I can't see it. But what's up? I see Kelly. What up? What up, Ray? All right, so let's do a quick wrap up on this Mike Tyson thing, man. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. So look, I'm going to let y'all know. I am biased. I'm going to let you know off the rip. I am biased. Like most of us probably are. So I was starting to look. I ain't going to front. I didn't even know there was a fight. I didn't even know there was a fight going on yesterday because I'm always working. I'm always working on something, right? Whether it's the real estate side of thing, whether it's the production and producing somebody's album, whether I'm coaching somebody and helping them figure out how to market their album or market their I'm always working on something, right? So I had a little second to sit down and I said, man, let me see what's on Netflix right quick. Let me see what's up. I saw the dang on Tyson and Jake Paul fight show. I was like, yo! I felt like a little kid again, man. I felt like a little kid because I remember back in the day, and I was telling my 9-year-old daughter. I have a 9-year-old and I have a 6-year-old daughter. So I was telling both of them, I said, when I was your age, am I getting that old now? I think I'm officially at that age. It's crazy. I never thought I would get the age. I'm 41. But I told my daughters, I said, look, when I was your age, I had a picture, a poster of Mike Tyson on my wall. Same black shorts, red gloves, sweat dripping. Some of that sound like a little suspect. But it's Mike Tyson. We talking about fighting. This is man stuff, big man stuff, all right? So I said, yo, I used to have a poster of Mike Tyson on my wall. All my fellas in the chat, y'all probably had the same poster. Y'all know what I'm talking about with the white letters on the top of it? Yeah, that Mike Tyson poster. So anyway, I said this was like the ultimate champion. He was the ultimate. I might not watch no other sport. I don't watch football. I don't watch basketball. I don't watch nothing else. But boxing, I will watch me some boxing. I love boxing. So anyway, and that's a little nugget about me. If you didn't know me, now you know me a little bit more. But anyway, I saw Mike Tyson pop up, and I said, "Yo, who is this Jake Paul dude?" Granted, I already knew it was probably a money grab. I was like, "All right, it's not really a fight. It's more so like how many subscribers can we push? How many eyes can we get on this fight? Will this live thing work?" Because this is something else that I noticed. Y'all know me. I'ma always get back to the money. What I noticed, or what I was thinking was, okay, if Netflix is airing this fight, I guarantee you they're probably trying to test it out to see how many people can actually get on the platform at one time without the platform crashing. Because guess why? We probably got the Super Bowl coming. We probably got the playoffs coming. We got all of this stuff coming, and we're buying the licensing rights to all of this stuff. We got to do a test to see if we can hold the retention for the site. We got to make sure that the site is available, right? So guess what? The funny thing is, as soon as Jake Paul finished, he accepted the win, right? Notice I said accepted the win. He did get his punches in. So whatever, we're going to talk about that. But Jake Paul said, "Yo, we hit 20 million. We crashed the Netflix site." And I was like, "Yep, that's exactly what it was." They're trying to test the site to see if they can handle all of the traffic, especially if they start airing the Super Bowl and they start airing the playoff week, the World Cup championships. They want to see if they can hold all of the people that'll come to the site. I said, that's probably what it was. That's exactly what it was. So anyway, get to the fight. I looked at both of them highlight videos, and I was like, "Yo, why is Tyson actually fighting?" I know Tyson don't need the money. I'm sure. Yeah, it was Aaron. It was buffering a lot too. Shouts out to you, Aaron, man. Shouts out to you, yo. Shouts out to you. It kept buffering. So anyway, I was just looking at it, and I was like, "Yo, why is Tyson fighting? Tyson don't need to fight. Why is he doing?" Says the money grab, and he's probably just going to get out. He just want to get his body in shape and keep it going. All right, so I said, "All right, cool." So I'm looking. I see that Jake Paul comes down in the truck. I said he must be from Texas. He got to be from Texas. I ain't even checked to see if he's from Texas. But I said he got to be from Texas, how he looked, the way his mannerisms, all that stuff. I said, "All right, cool." So I'm looking. I look at Tyson. I ain't going to front. Again, I went back to 1996. I said, "Yes, Tyson! That's Tyson! Hey, that's him. I went back. I ain't gonna front. I was hyped. So I looked at Tyson. I said, "Oh, Tyson got some age on him now. He 58. He got some age on him. He still look good. He still look probably better. He looked better than me. In my 40, in my 41, he looked better than me. But I was like, Tyson got some age on him. I don't think I'm going to say Jake Paul and Tyson probably had a conversation before the fight, and they were like, "All right, yo, take it easy. We just got to get this money." That's what it seemed like. Because the Tyson that I remember just had that beast of fury in him. Now, granted, I know he's 58. I know he had to put on for the camera. But you can see it. You can see, I know the age is showing. You look good. You look hella good, but the age is showing. So I'm sitting. I'm looking at all the undercards. Yo, the woman fight, whoever the woman fight was, I can't remember their names. That was a great fight. I would watch them fight again. They killed that joint. They were fire. Anybody in the chat, let me know who the women fight were, because I got to see them again. They were dope. I just watch it. I find it on Netflix. But anyway, I'm looking. I see Tyson get in the ring. He's a little bit slower. He got the bald head. He's trying to look mean, but it's like, all right, dog. All right, bro. I feel you, but what I can say I appreciate about the whole arena is everybody was rooting for him. Like the Tyra Banks thing. We were rooting for you. Learn from this. We were rooting for you. But I saw everybody in the stadium rooting for Tyson. And I was like, yo, that's beautiful. I would love, and y'all know I always got to make it back. I got to bring it back to music. I'm sorry. I got to bring it back to music. But what hip hop artists do we have that'll get that type of love no matter what happens? I hate to make it deep, but what hip hop artists do we have that'll get that type of love no matter what happens? I can't think of one. Y'all let me know. Trey says the woman fight was Taylor versus Serrato. Yo, they killed that joint. I will go back and watch that fight again. I love, they were bad. So anyway, back to Tyson. And everybody on Instagram, this live might be dead in about an hour. I mean, let me see how long I've been on. So everybody on Instagram, y'all got probably like 30 minutes before it deads this live. Then I'm gonna be on YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now. So if y'all want to watch the full show, it's on YouTube right now. But anyway, I'm looking at Tyson. He got the mean look. He's like, all right. I was like, all right, he's doing something. It's something. All right, cool. The slap during the weigh-in. I love the slap during the weigh-in. So all of the dramatics to lead up to the fight, that is to sell those tickets. If y'all didn't know, that's to sell them tickets. So I like that part. That was dope. That was hella dope. So I'm looking. They throw the first punches. I was like, nope. And no. Before the first punches, did y'all see Rosie Perez? Woo! Rosie Perez still got that buttermilk, dog. Rosie Perez is still, she's still out here, dog. Sheesh. Oh, my God. But anyway, enough about Rosie Perez. Back to the fight. One thing I noticed, and y'all know me, I'm not going to just watch a fight for the fight. I'm going to look at everything that's going on around it. If y'all are doing anything for me, and this is for anybody in my community, anybody that just knows me, if y'all rock with me, just know this. Don't get my ops to come do no commentary for anything I got going on. Don't get none of my ops to come commentate nothing that I got going on. Because I'm looking, and y'all know where I'm going. Y'all know where I'm about to go. I'm looking at Tyson. He in his best shape ever. And he backstage working out, doing his thing, right? I'm looking at dang on Holyfield and Lennox Lewis. I was like, come on, dog. Bruh. I really need a boo joint. I don't have the boo sound right now. But I'm looking at Lennox Lewis. I'm looking at Holyfield. And I'm like, yo, don't get my ops to come commentate nothing. Don't get my ops to commentate nothing. Because this is one thing I noticed. And this is where I will say the age started the show. Them punches on the head started the show. So I'm looking, and they asking Lennox Lewis, and they asking Holyfield, so, what should Paul be out on the lookout for? What should he be looking for? I'm like, Holyfield, you better not say nothing about the ear. You probably gonna say something about the ear, but he didn't. So I give Holyfield a little bit of credit for that. But Lennox Lewis, I hate to say it, he has some issues. What is the thing that the NFL players be having when they get too many hits to the head? I can't think of the name of it, and I'm not trying to make this funny, but whatever that is that the NFL players be going through, when they get too many hits on the head, that's what it seemed like was going on with Lennox Lewis. That's what it seemed like it was going on with Lennox Lewis. In addition to the age, you can see the age, right? So I was like, all right, cool. I'm looking at this. I'm like, as soon as the fight comes, I'm sure they're going to start putting shame on Mike's name. Sure enough, Mike started the fight. It's just like your haters. All your ops going to do the same thing. I mean, I don't know. Look at his legs. His legs look a little slow. Look at him. That's what Holyfield and Lennox Lewis is saying. I don't know. Look at him. I don't know, Mike. I mean, Mike ain't no young man no more. So I'm like, bruh. If you my op, you can shut up. Leave the stadium, big dog. Leave, big dog. Now, I ain't gonna front. They still had that ish on. Holyfield and, what's a Holyfield? Lennox Lewis look like he been sitting drinking coffee every day. He ain't been doing nothing. Trey said the name of it is CTE. Okay, yeah. So, Lennox Lewis looked like he had CTE. It looked like he had CTE. So, it's just like it's like his conversation, his communal bearings wasn't working. It was just weird. It's just a weird thing. So they talking. The more and if y'all notice, go back and watch the fight. Every time Tyson landed a punch, they barely said something. Every time Jake Paul landed a punch, they was like, "See, Mike ain't no young man no more. I don't know if he Iron Mike Tyson." I'm like, bro, get my ops out of the stage. All of my ops, get them to leave the arena. I don't want to hear from them right now. Leave, just leave, right? But anyway, I think the fight was cool for what it was. It wasn't. I thank God it wasn't a real title fight. It wasn't a real title fight. It was just a fight to get a bag. And for what it was, I was like, all right, cool. It's cool. It's cool. Let's see. Was there any other takeaways from the fight? Yo, shouts out to Netflix for being on the cutting edge of technology. Cause this is something else, and I'm a repeating record on I'm a record on repeat when it comes to certain conversations. Everybody is already away from we're already away from the idea of cable television, and I think this is what my brain thinks. Right, this is why I'm doing my podcast live with y'all right now. This is why I'm doing it live with y'all right now. I think it's important for people to have some type of connection where everybody gets together at one time and experience this thing, right? Most of the time it's probably like the Super Bowl. Everybody's going to watch this at the same time live. They're going to watch it at the same time live. They're waiting for that halftime show. I feel like it's important for content creators and the big platforms to try to do more of that type of stuff, where you pull people together and it's a live environment and they experience everything at the same time, where they have very limited options to partake upon. Bible days. They have very limited options to partake upon the content. Because this is what I'm looking at. Everybody is complaining about how many people they don't have to connect with. Ain't no more date nights to a fight. Ain't no more date nights to any of the stuff that used to be big. Because y'all know back in the day, they'll buy tickets to the fight. Everybody go out there to the fight and do their thing. They'll buy tickets to the basketball game. Now, I know that stuff still exists, right? Basketball, all that stuff still exists. But I still feel like when it comes to like the boxing, or when it comes to the Super Bowl, or if it were a thing like who would it be in a musician side? If Beyonce did a live concert, yo, appreciate the follow, bro. If Beyonce did a live concert, just thinking about it from a musical standpoint, B does a concert and that joint airs live on Netflix. You can only watch it live at that particular time. It ain't no extra fees for a monthly, ain't no extra nothing. But you can watch this full, I'm going to say 3-hour concert on Netflix live. I think we have to venture into more of that type of stuff. I think if we venture into more of that type of stuff, it's going to set the masses up to appreciate live content again. Because this is something else. Just like it was live content, y'all appreciate all those hearts, bro. But just like the show was live, y'all saw how they did the back behind the stage, the live from that standpoint. And then somebody panned down and saw Mike's butt out. And then he just walked off like, I don't care that you saw my butt. I really don't care. I'm out here. I just fought a fight. You see these abs? I just fought a fight and I'm 58 years old. I'm going to just walk over here and get me some water. That's how Mike walked off for real. But anyway, I enjoyed it. It was a good experience. I'm glad that my daughters were able to see a good fight. They were able to see what a fight was because they be watching Pokemon and not Pokemon. What is it? The like Peppa Pig and all this stuff. So I was like, nah, we're not doing that tonight. We're gonna watch the Tyson fight tonight. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so let's get to the business. Again, all of my producers, if y'all have anything that y'all want to talk about, make sure you put it in the chat. I'm going to come to y'all because I do have a segment just for y'all. I got a segment just for y'all. So let's get to it. First off, I want to talk about some more stuff that's going on with Spotify. Spotify they keep going. They never cease to amaze me on how many times they can say, take that. In too deep. All my youngins, if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It's a movie called In Too Deep that had LL Cool J in that joint, and it's different. Y'all just got to see it. But going back to Spotify, this is what's going on. I'm gonna bring the Mizzle to the stage so he can talk to y'all for a second. Everybody on YouTube, please make sure you like this joint for the algorithm. Share, subscribe, do all that stuff. Tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your cousin. We outside. All right, let's get it. The Mizzle. We can't hear it. We can't hear it. Let's see where we at. All right, here we go again. And yo, I'm gonna have to hit him up or people like him up and see if I could get his content like the actual feed. So I'm not like reviewing his stuff from Instagram.
I
Cause
don't
I
know if you saw Ryan Schmidt's post. Great lawyer, by the way. Good guy. Always supports the artist and very smart. But he said that Spotify is about to post a $1.5 billion profit. And partially that's because they've cut out mechanical royalties in one section, and they've cut out paying artists that do not get 1,000 streams or more within a year span. So basically, what this is saying to us as creators is, yeah, we made a bunch of profit off of your art, and we're not going to pay you. 1.5 billion dollars in profit off of the creativity and the backs of artists. If you don't think that this is a problem, then you are freaking nuts. Artists, creators, creatives, have we had enough yet?
them folk ain't had enough. Them folk gonna keep going, dog. The kids, look, them kids gonna keep posting on Spotify. I'm sorry. It's just comical to me. At this point, we have all seen the same thing from Spotify, yo. Spotify has been like that. Spotify has been like the abusive relationship where you're gonna get slapped. Like you like, yo, I don't really got nowhere else to go, and I gotta come back over there. I'm not making that funny. I'm not gonna make it funny. I'm not gonna make it funny. It's funny though. Yo, Spotify has been slapping folk in the face since they started. They have been slapping. Joe Button told us about it a while ago. This is something that I always this is something that I want the average musician to think about. The average musician, not the big boys. I think the big boys got it now. I think a lot of them got it. But the average musician, why would you start uploading music to a platform that's not going to be fully transparent about your personal numbers? Think about that. Why would you upload your music to a platform that's not going to be fully transparent about your numbers? The people that come to the site for you, the people that come to the site to listen to your music, they're not going to tell you the full numbers, because this is how I look at it from a business standpoint. All right, so let's say this. Let's say it's an artist that's out here hustling. They getting it done too, right? They to the point where they making, let's say, $30,000-$40,000 a month, right? As an artist. Now, any artist that I know is gonna be like, yo, I made $30,000-$40,000 a month. Yo, we killing it, right? That's a good thing. So let's say this: the artist is making $40,000 a month. Part of the money that they make might come from Spotify. Let's say a quarter comes from Spotify. Let's say a quarter comes from Apple Music. And let's say the other 50% comes from Tidal or direct to consumer, where somebody's going to your website and downloading your music, right? So I gave you the full play, 100%. That's where your $40,000, $30,000 a month is coming from, that, right? What happens if somebody comes to your personal website? If somebody comes to your personal website and buy your music from your website, you can see everything about the person that bought the music from you. You can get their email. In some cases, depending on how you set it up, you can get their addresses. In some cases, you might be able to have a form where they fill out and you get their social media handles where you can appreciate them and show love. It's a lot of things that you could do with getting that transparency of the people that purchase music from your website, right? Now you go over the Tidal. You might get a website. I mean, you might get a email. You might get an email, but you probably won't get all of the extra stuff that's transparency, that attaches to transparency. Now you go to Spotify, they're not telling you nothing. They're gonna say, all right, you got 30 downloads in Europe. You got 100 something downloads in Romania. You got some downloads in California, but they're not gonna say you got downloads in San Francisco, California, in the area code of 30085. They're not gonna tell you that. The reason why the artists the reason y'all need that information is because when it comes money time and you want to try to start developing tours and you want to have somebody to go play your music in front of, and you want to have other artists connected to your tour, and you say, all right, well, when we go to California, I'm gonna call this artist. When I go to New York, I'm gonna call this artist. When I come to Atlanta, I'm gonna call this artist. And all the artists that you call can be based off of the real analytics, not the analytics that Spotify would try to do. Because this is another reason why you need this for marketing purposes. How would you know what people are actually supporting your brand and buying your music if you don't have all the information you know, all the information you need to market to them? You're gonna be short. So like, put it like this. Put it like this. Hey girl, what's up? What's up? Think about it like this. You put an album out. The album starts to do great. You make 100. I'm giving you best case scenario too. You make $100,000 off of your album independently, but you don't know where nobody downloaded the music from. It's like I got 100,000. Thank you, Big Jesus. Thank you, Big Jesus, for the 100,000. But where did they download the music from? Right. So, or you get $100,000 and you know where they download the music from. Okay, y'all downloaded the music from Houston, Texas, Decatur, Georgia, and Maryland. Okay, now I know when I jump on my Instagram or when I jump on TikTok or when I jump on YouTube, hey, what's up, everybody in Houston? I saw y'all downloaded my music. I'm going to be in your city a few weeks from now. Let me know if you want to come to the show. I'd love to see you. That's the stuff, that's a big difference, because now that $100,000 that you already made digitally, you can make another couple $100,000 just from being able to market to more people in the areas that's already supporting you. That's why it's important. That's why it's important. So this game that Spotify has been playing with the independent artists and not fully being transparent and not showing them true analytics, I really hope that, I can't say that. I ain't going to say it right now. I ain't going to say it. But I really hope that there are more companies like MTC to come into place and say, okay, no, you got to show these people the real numbers. Because this is something else. Y'all realize that Spotify and Apple Music and all these companies still do deals. They still do like record deals with artists. It's just in the form of content. Right? Just like what's the dude name? Jerry, I think Jerry Jackson, something Jackson, I can't remember his first name. But the dude that was the CEO over at Apple, he was talking to Joe Budden about the deal that they did with Rick Ross. And the deal that they did with Rick Ross, because he's like, yeah, Ross is a hilarious guy. He's funny, and he makes music. So it's like, yeah, we had to do a deal with him. They did an all-in content deal with Rick Ross. What that means is this. Ross don't have to technically record an album. If he want to, he can. But if he want to do a podcast, he can do that too. Or if he just want to monetize the car show and make that a show. Like, have a camera crew come and follow everybody that got cars, do backstories. Yo, I might be giving Ross some free game. Yo, Ross, holla at me, dog. This might be free game that I'm giving you right now. But if Ross has all these people, as does DJ Envy does the same thing. But let's say Ross has all of these people coming to Georgia. Let's say some of these people might be, I'm going to say Tyson. I'm going to say Jay. Who else be buying cars all the time? Wayne. Anybody that buys them big boys, right? Let's say Ross says, look, I'm going to do a deal with all of y'all people that come in for my car show. I know your car is going to be arriving, but I want to do a backstory on you and what made you buy that car. And then you start getting the history of the people, and they say, well, look, I bought this car because when I was in the 10th grade, I remember everybody wanted this joint. This Monte Carlo, this 1978 Monte Carlo, everybody wanted this joint. So I had to buy it when I got up to my bread. And then you might have another person to say, well, look, all I wanted when I was growing up was a Lamborghini. So by the time I got to my bag, I had this. But all of this could be content for Rick Ross. Now Rick Ross can now license that content out to Apple Music, Netflix, whoever. And that deal that he did with Apple Music or with Jerry, I think Larry Jackson is his name. The deal that he did with Larry Jackson, that can pay towards that deal, that part of content. So I think what I want people to understand is this. No matter what you're doing in life, a lot of this stuff could actually benefit you on a long form. Long form. Can't think of what it is. But in the long run, a lot of this stuff can benefit you in the long run. It's just like you got to think differently. I think one thing that I always come across, and I'm still going to see if there's any producers on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever y'all at, if you got any questions, make sure you put it in the chat so we can go ahead and holler at you. But something I noticed is a lot of producers and musical people disregard all of the other parts of content that goes along with them creating the music. Right? Everybody has the memory to write the song, go in the studio, find a producer, get it mixed and mastered, put it out on DSPs. Then you repeat. But doing that, you're only going to get money from the music, like just the music. You're not going to monetize everything else. This is why everybody in my community knows the exact same thing. Yo, what is the backstory to whatever it is you're writing? Like right now, shouts out to Goliath. What up? Goliath says, got my shirt. Hey, that's what's up. Yo, now Goliath, you gotta take a picture in the shirt. So and then no homo, no pause, but take a picture in the shirt. You know, I gotta post the joint. You know what I mean? I gotta. But what is the backstory to the songs that you wrote? What is the backstory to the books that you wrote? I think everybody disregards that part, but that part is what makes people buy into whatever it is you're doing. If that makes sense. Case in point, I've been working on a personal, like a novel kind of, so to speak, where I've been journaling like pivotal moments that shape the way I think. I started all the way back in, I think, elementary school, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and then I've written like different chapters based off of different segments of life. I think I'm all the way up to me getting a Grammy right now. But see, this is the thing. I still got more living to do. So, this is what I say. Document all of that stuff. All of that is going to be the backstory to what makes people appreciate what you do. Just like this, and I got a few examples. Y'all remember what V say? I got to get my show. Yo, V, holla at me. So, this is something else I always like to look at. When an artist goes in and they do a song or they do an album or they do a session with a producer, if that's documented, now we start getting those moments like the Kanye West doc, where he went in the room and he was performing, he's standing on tables and stuff, and he was trying to tell the people, I'm him. I am Kanye. I'm deep. We get those type of moments because there's a camera running. That's content. In the long run, that's content. Same thing with Jay-Z and Timbaland in the studio, and Timbaland going through beats in the I think that's the ARS-10, but Timbaland going through beats, and then he go bam, 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 then Dust Your Shoulders Off is born. That moment right there is a pivotal moment. That is history. But I think and we got the most technology. That's the crazy thing. We got way more technology than what they had back in the day. Way more technology than what they had back in the day. But we're using it less when it comes to meaningful ways to use it. I think we all are gonna, because I'm guilty of it too. I've just started to pivot over the years and like, okay, now I need to be recording. But how many times you pull your phone out and take a picture of your kid, post it on Facebook? That's content, right? How many times do you cook a dish and you be like, yo, this dish actually look like something. This look all right. Then you want to post the dish on your socials and people say, yo, that look good. What's the ingredients to that joint? That's content. All of that's content. So what people have to understand is there is really, There is no separation. There's just how much do you want people to know? How much are you willing to give the people? Like, how much are you willing to tell them about yourself? Now, if you are a person that wants to be stingy with your private life and you want to hold it all in and you say, well, I'm just a private person. All right, cool. You can be a private person and not be able to monetize as many ways as possible. That's fine. But just know you can't get mad at the people that monetize all their content and start getting to the bag. You cannot get mad at the people. I will repeat. You can't get mad at the people that figure out ways to monetize their content, whether that's personal life or whatever, and they start making money off of it. You can't get mad at those people. This is a part of the game. This is a part of the economy. Now, something else I wanted to talk about before I start wrapping up. And any producer, wherever you at, if you got any questions, make sure you put it in the chat. We're going to chop it up. But y'all see all of this. Yo, I keep saying it. I've said it over and over. Yo, everything is automated. Everything is automated. The main thing that everybody has to understand now is how can you expand? That might be on a very minute level. That might be on a large scale. However that is for you, you're going to have to figure that out. Because this is something that I noticed, and I'm going to pull this clip up right quick. I was talking to the Lucrative Community, which the Lucrative Community is a group of musicians that we coach every Sunday. If you want to join, come through. It's only $20 a month, but we have really good conversations about how you can get to the next level. We got resources. We got Goliath. Shouts out to Goliath. Man, let me get that man a clap. Let me get that man a clap right quick. Right there. We got Derek. And we got a lot of other people that's in there that just know how to do really dope stuff. So if y'all want to join, make sure you holler at me. The link will be in the bio if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Instagram, Facebook. No, not Facebook. Facebook is bombs right now. But TikTok or Instagram or Twitch, it's in the bio. Go ahead and join. I'd love to see you. Sunday meetups is at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? So when it comes to increasing market share, and just getting a bigger reach on who can support your brand, I think where we're going to start going, especially since AI is in the picture, and especially since we have more people that know how to do more stuff, not just in a service industry, but they know how to create courses. We got people that know how to train. We got people that know how to do basket weaving, then basket weaving classes. And we got a lot of stuff. Even from a monetization standpoint, we got people that teach you how to monetize on YouTube. It's a lot of stuff, right? I think the next step is going to be how many people can you reach with your content? For me, like I already told my community, I'm planning on doing a Mad Lucrative podcast in Spanish, Mad Lucrative podcast in French, Mad Lucrative, and this is how we going to do it. Y'all look at this right here, and we're going to talk about it. And then we're going to start jumping off. IG, y'all's feed is about to die in about, let me see what y'all got. Everybody on IG, y'all got like 8 minutes before the feed dies. So make sure you go over to YouTube if you're watching me on IG. YouTube is the Mad Lucrative Network on YouTube. All right, let's get to it. Let's see. Shouts out to Mark Zuckerberg, man. Mark Zuckerberg out here getting that bag. Yeah. All right, let's see. Here we go.
Highlight is we are experimenting with automatic video dubbing on Reels, starting with English and Spanish. So this is going to be a way that you can see more of the content that's out there no matter what language you speak. And as a creator, this is going to let you reach a lot more people around the world no matter what language you speak. So now you're going to be able to take your content and it's going to be in your authentic voice, speaking other languages if you want. And we're also doing automatic lip syncing, so it actually looks like you are speaking the other language. So let's check this one out.
De coco, banana y dulce de leche. Esta receta fue una de las primeras que subí a las redes. Hace poquito la volví a descubrir y le hice un par de modificaciones para que sea aún más deliciosa. With coconut, banana, and dulce de leche. This recipe was one of the first ones I uploaded to social media. A little while ago, I rediscovered it and made a couple of modifications to make it even more delicious.
Where you at?
is we are experimenting with automatic video dubbing
That was it.
on Reels, starting with English and
Shouts out to Mark Zuckerberg. Shouts out to him. So, V said that's amazing. Yo, V, people have no idea how big of a bag is gonna be connected to all of this stuff. The bag that's connected to being able to monetize in multiple markets. And see, this is the thing though. This is the thing. It goes back to what I was saying before. It goes right back to what I was saying before. If an example, I don't know if you've been here the whole time, Z. What's up? What's up? Call me Fire. Faye. What up? Faye, what's up? But this is another thing. Y'all remember the example that I used a little bit earlier. I said, well, if a musician does a show and you get all the analytics and you say, all right, we got 30 people that bought albums in Houston. We got another 30 people that bought albums in Atlanta. Then we got 100 people that bought albums in Maryland. What that does is it allows you to focus your content on the people that's already supporting you. If they're already supporting you and then you go out there, do shows and you show love and you record everything, not just from a visual standpoint, audio, everything. Have multiple ways to monetize what you do. So you go out to Houston. No, before you go to Houston, Instagram, they about to kill y'all feed. I'm letting y'all know. Go to YouTube, the Mad Lucrative Network on YouTube. All right. So let's say we got all these people on Houston. They bought all your music. They say, yo, what can we do to get more people to buy maybe tickets to a show? I'm going to tell you, go on your Instagram, go on all your social media platforms and say, yo, what's up, everybody in Houston? I see that y'all supported the album. Hopefully y'all feeling it. Let me know what song you like the best. And they're going to say, okay, that's dope. And if you let me know what song you like the best, I might come to your city and come perform it for you for the low or for free. That boy good. So now you're going to have all of these people commenting on your album. And that's just a post. That's just from a post standpoint. They're going to start commenting. Yo, I like that number 5. Yo, nah, number 5, all right, but that number 2 be hitting different. Now, you're going to get a bigger market of people to come show you love and show attention to your album. Why? Because they got real people that's starting to comment on your stuff on your social media platforms. It's like the Jordan effect. Oh, what are those? It's the same effect. So now you got all these people coming to your social media platform. They're looking at your stuff. They say, yo, this person said number 2 and then number 5 be hitting different. Now they're going to go to your Spotify. Hopefully you ain't on Spotify. Hopefully you can push them to your website. But they're going to go to wherever you got your music posted. And they're going to listen to that number 2 and that number 5. And then they're going to come back to your chat and say, nah, that number 5 be hitting different. And you're going to say, all right, bet, number 5 is dope. Do this. Do me a favor. If you in Houston, I'm going to be out there in the next couple weeks. Come holler at me. Let's rock. You're going to do all of that. Them people, hopefully you're a dope artist. Hopefully you got a good personality. You're going to go out there. You're going to kill the show. They're going to say, yo. I don't even want to see Beyonce. I want to see you. I don't even want to see nobody. I just want to see you. I don't want to see Travis Scott. I want to see you. So then all of the people from Maryland and all of the people from Atlanta are going to be like, well, yo, if you went out there to Houston, you performed with that. Yo, when you coming to my city, that's how you start getting them fires. That's how you start building the fires. But this is now, let's go back to the AI technology conversation. Now, let's say you offer your album in Spanish. You offer your album in French. You offer your album in German. And now you got all of those people over there saying, yo, I love that number 2 and that number 5. Now you can say, yo, what's up? Everybody in what's Germany? Everybody in Paris, France. I see that y'all rocking with me. Thank you for downloading my album. Let me know it. And it's the same play over and over and over again. Let me know what album, what song you like the best off the album. And they're going to say, well, y'all like the number 2 and the number 5. All right, so you want me to come to Paris, France and do the number 2 and the number 5. But everything that you say, because we have AI technology, is going to be in French, or it's going to be in Spanish, or it's going to be in German, or it's going to be in Chinese. Now, think of the market. Think of how you can expand your market with all of those capabilities via AI technology. That's where we're going. And this is something that I've been preaching for the majority of this year. I've just been like, yo, I got to find more time. I got to figure out how to streamline podcasts. I got to figure out how to do it faster. faster. That's why if everybody's watching me on YouTube, or you watching me on Instagram, or wherever you watching me, Facebook, that's why I look so crispy. That's why I look so crispy. Shouts out to Derek Stroker, and Goliath for telling me, yo, you got to get your cameras. It's your camera. I know Goliath said I still got to do OBS. I'm going to do that at some point. But it's just slow strides, even with the microphone. Like, I know I bought the Shure microphone, and I like the Shure microphone. But when I was starting to do the test and I was listening to it, I was like, nah, this is my baby right here. So, yo, Spirit microphones, if you holla at me. I'm probably one of the only podcasters that love to pod with this microphone, but I love this microphone. All right, so do we have any questions? Any producers got anything y'all need to talk about? Oh, I almost forgot. Right now I have a production challenge, and I took it easy on them this week because we're doing the full 21 days. The next time I do it, it's only going to be 7 days. But But right now we're doing a 21-day production challenge. The production challenge, I guess I could tell y'all on the pod because y'all don't really, a lot of y'all ain't producers. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be sending them little like tasks. Some of the stuff might come from a real connection. Some of the stuff might be the turnaround of production. Some of it might be, rookie mistake. But some of it might be, we need this amount of beats by this amount of time. It's a lot of different things. Even with the masterclass, I gave them the masterclass if they bought a piece of merch. So right now the production challenge is going on. I will be listening to all of their music live on Monday night. I'm gonna be listening to their music live Monday night. So if everybody wants to holler at me. Come through Monday night, 9 o'clock. And this is why I'm not doing music reviews. I'm actually going to be feeding the people that support me. That's how I do that. You know what I mean? We don't support everybody. Everybody ain't doing everything. You know what I mean? But we got the production challenge going on. It's going to be going on for 21 days. And hopefully I find some dope producers out of the bunch. I only had about 8 people to sign up, which is still cool. It was like a spur of the moment type of idea. So if y'all did not know, I love whatever idea comes up in this big ass brain of mine, I'm going to do it. Whatever comes up, I'm going to try it at least. And if it don't work, all right, at least I tried it. But if we got any production questions, let me know. I see IG has dead it. I kept telling them. I told them about 3-4 times. I said, yo, go over to YouTube if you want to keep watching the show. I kept telling them. Let's see. Do we have any more homework? We got any more bills to pay? Let me see. I saw somebody said something. Goliath says that 2 and the 5 getting too much love. hey, listen. But you know this how people do. This is something I want all y'all artists to understand. When a label comes in and they want to sign you based off of something that you released on socials, they don't care. Everything that you produce or you release after the song that hit on social media, they don't care. You may as well not even try to sell them on that. What they want to know is, okay, you did that hit. You got it to go viral. Can you do it again? Can you personally get it go viral again? Because we're not going to take no time out to build your marketing strategies. We're not going to take no time out to build out how your wardrobe looks. We don't care that much. That's straight from a label's brain. They don't care that much. So it's going to be up to you to figure out how to increase your market share, how to make sure that your shows are flawless. If you're going to have secondary brands, go ahead and develop those. I love when producers or musicians start to develop products that's outside of the music arena. I.e., how Rihanna did Savage Fenty. Rihanna just told y'all, she said, look, my real love is... I knew she was going to say that. My real love is fashion. I mean, I just did the music because I started with the music, but my real love is fashion. I knew she was going to do it. But I love when producers and musicians are able to do that with their brand, because this is what happens with that. If you just do music, and not for us producers going to get paid off of you forever. I'm just... Should I have said that? I don't know if I should have said that. But hey, Goliath, am I lying? Us producers are gonna get paid off of you forever. Just let you know for off the rip. If you find a producer say, "No, I just want to rock with you, dog. You can have a free beat." The beat's not free. The beat's not. They're gonna take 100% of that publishing, or they might take 90% of the publishing and give you 10%. And we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat. Period. So, what I want all of my musicians and my singers, songwriters, whatever you got going on, what I want you to understand is when you put other things into play, i.e., extension products, whether that's with clothing brands, lotions, candles, whatever you do in other spaces, that is going to be your retirement money. That is going to be how I told y'all about Buddy earlier, the dude that bought all of the concession stand. Well, he's the concession stand at the airport and bought the franchises. That's retirement money. Long as you can keep things in operation, and then you put people in place to manage it properly, that is your retirement money. What I want all y'all producers, singers, songwriters to understand is you get old. You right now, my back has been killing me all day. I have just disregarded this whole broadcast. My joint is like, yo, sit down. Lay down. You old. That's what my back said. Big dog, lay down. Right? But what I learned is I will be able to lay down and chill out because I'm putting certain things into play right now that's not heavily labor induced or heavily it makes me have to manage something on a consistent basis. That's what you have to do. You have to start these other products. All right. Let's see. We got anything else? Are we done? I can do one last group of shout outs before I end. Let's see. Hey D, what's up? Philly Dirty, what up? KY Freddy, what up? Produced by the Pack, what up? 72 Nerves 11, what up? I saw Derek Struggle, what up? Iceman 7745, what up? I saw V over here. Shouts out to V. That's my aunt. Y'all go support her book. She got a dope book about my uncle. You know what I mean? Go support it. Is that Constantine? What's up? All of these letters that start with the S and ends with the D. What's up? Hey, Classics. What's up? What's up? Torlando. What up? And then Mr. T. Commas. What's up? No, T. Woo Commas. What up? But hopefully y'all enjoyed the show. I've had fun bringing it to you. And I'm going to be here next week. Same time, same place. Come holler at me. All right. Have a good week. Peace.